That was a lot tougher than the scoreline suggests. Good afternoon, people / evening. How you all doing on this fine Sunday evening? Welcome to my review of Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 3. And yeah, it was literally a game of two halves. First, we'll get into the starting lineup. So we had Alisson in goal, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson in midfield. We had Fabinho, Henderson, and Curtis Jones, and then in up front we had Jota, Firmino, and Chamberlain. Oh, sorry about that. Been a long day, but yeah. So game starts, and it is a tremendous start. We put our foot on their neck immediately, going for the jugular, pressing early, getting the ball back quick. And I'm thinking, okay, all right, cool. We're doing. We're starting on the front foot, which is good. Passing was slick. Curtis Jones was running the midfield. Trent and Robbo were both bombing up the wings. So I was like, it started off well. And then to top that off, we got a couple of corners. First time we didn't really uh, connect or make the keeper make a save. But then we got, I think it was the third or fourth corner we got. Robertson whips it in. Fabinho does a little bit of blocking. And there's Virgil to do his little celebration and gets his first goal in a while. Bullet header. And to be honest with you, it's what we deserved. We'd played well. We'd dominated the game, and we were definitely the ones that were the aggressors in the game. So I was quite happy with that. Continue this after the restart. We continue to put our foot on their neck. Continue to press and push the tempo. And then literally about 10 minutes later, we get a second goal. Lovely build-up play on the right between Fabinho, Chamberlain, and Henderson. Then ball gets played to Trent. Trent switches the ball out, switches the ball over, and then a lovely ball from Robertson over to Chamberlain, chests it down and slots it away into the bottom left-hand corner. And there was a little bit of a debate because Firmino went for the ball and he was offside, but it was in the air, but they didn't give it. So yeah, 2-0 up, playing well. Chamberlain obviously getting 2-2 in the league, which is good form. We're kind of coasting, and I think people in the comments can let me know. Like, it just felt like Liverpool took their foot off Crystal Palace's neck, and slowly but surely Palace started to get a few chances, especially through Matip not putting enough on the ball. I think it was Matanga, I think it is. Forgive me if I pronounce his name wrong. Gets the ball. No, not Matanga. Alize gets the ball from a short pass from Matip, and proceeds to drive forward and makes a good save from Alisson. There was also another chance that they had where Alisson makes a great save, but he was just offside, so it didn't count anyway. But yeah, we towards the second half of the first half, I'd say about from 35 minutes onwards, Palace really started to get into the game and start to force the issue. A number of good saves by Alisson, which stopped them from making a little bit of a comeback. And luckily, and I say luckily because there were a couple of chances that they had where we went in 2-0 up. And I don't think Klopp would have been happy because it just seemed like the midfield became a little bit disjointed. So second half starts, and Crystal Palace carry on where they left off. Really good. One second. Really good build-up play by Crystal Palace. Plays a lovely ball in behind Matip, and then Matanga sets up Edouard. Edouard for literally a tapping and really good play. And you know what is what they deserve, because towards the end of the first half, they started to take hold of the game, and definitely in the second half, in the first half of the second half, they continued to press it home, and they had a number of opportunities before Liverpool got their third. Elise, I think was it Elise? Elise, I think got a ball. A ball was played in behind our back line again. One thing I've got to say before I go on to that is our back line. When we play the high line, we can play it well, but today I don't know what's happened with Matip. I don't want to get on his back too much, but his performance in the last two games haven't been the greatest. The game against Arsenal, he didn't play that great, and then the game against today, it's just very I don't know, lackadaisical. But you can't take anything away from Palace. They tried to get the equaliser. Alisson today was my man of the match. A few saves that he made saved us and helped us get the 3 points today. But as Palace are pressing, Trent, you know what he's with his laser guided passes, laser guided passes. Sorry, let me get it out correctly. Played a lovely ball over to Jota again. And even you heard the commentator go, "Oh, what a ball!" So Jota gets the ball behind, controls the ball, but the ball wouldn't sit down for him. And then he proceeds to try and flick it over, but the keeper takes him out. Now, when I say keeper takes him out, basically the keeper came to shut down the angle. For me, even though I'm happy they scored the penalty, it wasn't a penalty. If that had been against Liverpool, I'd have been fuming. But the referee gave it. Fabinho stepped up and slotted the penalty away neatly. But again, like I said, in my eyes, that weren't a penalty. It weren't. I know I can see why they could have given it, because obviously the ball went out of play and the keeper obstructed him, but that's very, very soft. And if that had been given against Liverpool, I would have been fuming. But Fabinho, like I said, Fabinho tucked it away, ended up being 3-1, and we move on. Winter break now, going into the break. I believe 9 points behind Man City with a game in hand. So it's all to play for, man. I know a couple of weeks ago there were 13 points clear and it looked a bit dire, but hey, times have changed. We seem to be back on our grind, and when we get, we get Keita back, we get Mane back, and we get Salah back for the next game against Leicester. So it's all looking rosy. It's all to play for. So I'm pleased about that. Got the 3 points. If you like, I'll leave it there. But don't forget, tomorrow, join me at 8:30 p.m. alongside Mr. Nels, Jay Legacy, and Abs, going through the weekend's games. As it stands at the moment, Chelsea are 2-0 up. So it should be an interesting conversation tomorrow. But yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow, people. Take care. In a bit.